title, these are some weird things that can stop a toothache. Okay, let me first start by saying my son was dancing around because his tooth was hurting. When I say he was dancing around like a Navajo Indian. His mouth was hurting just that bad. So I gave him pain pills up to one time. It was one situation when I gave him pain pills. He took what? Maybe 3,000 milligrams, and I was so scared because he took so many of those painkillers and it was doing nothing for his tooth. Me being a mom, and I always make things better, I went on the internet and I found some things to try to help him out to stop his tooth was hurting, because he said the medicine wasn't working, and you know how moms are. So interesting enough, I found out on the internet, if you put ice, and I put it in a water bottle so that he could hold it. They said if you put ice in between your thumb and your pointer finger, it will stop the pain. And I was like kind of skeptical, because I was like, ice? So when I went over to him with the ice bottle, he was like, he couldn't even talk, but he was shaking his head like, because he thought obviously I was trying to give him cold water to drink. So I said, no, 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 give me your hand. So he hesitated, but he gave me his hand. And sure enough, when he put this between his hands, he fell off to sleep. His tooth stopped hurting. It was amazing. I was happy. The pain was gone. The purpose of putting the ice between the thumbs, because when you hold the ice between the thumbs, what it does is it blocks the signal of the pain that's going to your head, because you're holding ice. Ice is really, really like, you know how the feeling of holding ice is. It's like really like a traumatic feeling to you. It's like really cold. So the fact that you're holding something so cold in between your thumbs and your pointer finger, that signal is going to your head, and it's blocking the signal of the pain from going to your head. So you just have to make sure the ice is very, very cold and it's coming directly into contact with your skin, so it should work. So anyway, but that is very surprising. Let me know if any of you ever heard of that, because I never heard of that. Okay, so that worked for a little while, and he still haven't gotten a chance to go to the dentist. So now, I noticed he was trying to get away from taking the pain pills, because they did work, because he got to the doctor, he got a stronger medication, but I kept telling him, you cannot keep taking the pain pills. But for some reason, one day, I saw him in the bathroom, and he found another way that would be even weirder than the one I showed you before. Mouthwash. I'm like, mouthwash? Really? So he was like, yeah, first I have to brush my teeth and massage my gums and stuff like that, and then he would use a mouthwash. And last night when he was dancing around, he told me to go to the to CVS to get him some mouthwash, and I asked him what kind. He said, long as it says anti-cavity, something that fight against cavities. So I went to the store, and the guy was even surprised, because he was waiting for me, and I was like, give me a second, I'm gonna go and get the mouthwash. But then I took so long coming back because I was looking for a particular one, and he was like, I don't think that would sure enough, he was doubtful, but sure enough, when I got home and I gave him this mouthwash, and he was still slumped over, could hardly move, hardly talk, he took the mouthwash, and like instantly his tooth stopped hurting. I have never, and you know what it made me think about? It's like, we consider mouthwash as something to freshen your breath, and that it has done the job. But for this, I want to get deeper into it, but for this to say anti-cavity mouthwash, and for it to stop a toothache from hurting, that shows you just how strong the medication is inside of these products. And I saw another one that says anti-gingivitis, and also that it reverses gingivitis. So that shows you the fact that he was able to take this and stop a tooth that was almost decayed all the way into his gum from hurting. It's not like a mild toothache. His tooth, he's gonna have to get surgically removed. So for this to stop that tooth instantaneously, that shows you the ingredients that they put into these mouthwashes is very, very strong. So I just want to bring that to you guys' attention. I don't know who else may have a toothache or may experience a problem, and that's a household item that you have inside of your house that you can use. If not, it's a very inexpensive way of getting rid of a toothache. But the fact that the ingredients are strong, that's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. What I'm saying is, you know that it's like, that's something tangible. That's something that you can see, you can identify. You know that it's working. Because for me to see him take this mouthwash and put it in his mouth and his tooth to stop hurting, that's something that I can actually see and identify that, yes, this product, what it says, it does. So when I say that it's strong, that's what I mean. And the fact that it says that it reverses gingivitis on some of them, it makes me realize, that's what I mean by it makes me realize just how strong the product really is. Like, we can identify with Tylenol because we know, because our head stop hurting. But when we see anti-cavity, I know, at least me, sometimes when you see certain things, you feel like this product is just saying something that it really ain't able to do. But I was blown away that this thing actually stopped his tooth from hurting. So that is very, 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 very good. But if it's any weird things or things that you know of that stops the toothache, please leave it in the comments and help out, because I see a lot of friends sometimes on Facebook that says, oh, my tooth is hurting. And anytime I see somebody on Facebook write something like that, I always give them my ways of doing it. My way of doing it was salt and water, cleaning out the tooth, putting oral gel, and taking a Tylenol triple strength or extra strength, whatever you want to call it. But now I've been introduced to some more ways. So yeah, but the Tylenol with the salt and water really do help. But these are some amazing new tips. Okay, the other items that I have that he used to stop his tooth from hurting. This one isn't so weird, but it is new on the market, and it is the triple medicated oral gel. I was surprised when I saw double medicated, and I was happy for that. But when I saw triple medicated, I was ecstatic. I was like, because I really, really need something that is gonna work. So this one is more of a cream as opposed to a gel. So he said that this one works better because it stays in place. The gel, of course, once you put it in, it starts to run. It makes your whole mouth go numb. It's not a pleasant experience because you go to drooling and everything like that. But with this stays right inside of the broken tooth. So this makes it better, and it's not just running all over the place. So that was another thing. The first thing that I used to have him do, and it works very, very well, and it could help you also, maybe if the tooth haven't got, no, the tooth was actually really bad, but this was another thing. Salt and water. I know we always heard of salt and water, but you really need the salt and water, warm water, to clean out the teeth. And the thing is, it's not just, okay, the salt and water helps to remove the bacteria, and so that it'll help with the swelling, so it helps with the pain. But it also removes whatever food or anything that you have in the tooth. And then if you take an extra strength Tylenol, it works a whole lot better. Or either you have to clean it out and you put this inside of your tooth. That's one thing you have to do before putting this. Make sure you gargle with salt and water, and then you use the triple medicated oral gel and take a Tylenol. Tylenols work very, very good with getting rid of a toothache, but you must remember to use the salt and water first, and that will help out with removing the debris from the tooth, so that whatever medication that you're trying to apply to the tooth can go down into the cavity and stop the nerve from hurting. So, well guys, I hope that this was something that you can really use. I don't hope that you have a toothache, but anyway, you know what I mean. Hopefully this is something that is very beneficial whenever an incident like this come about. You have a friend, you have a spouse, you have someone that's suffering from a toothache. Hopefully these items will help you out. But until later, I'll talk to you later. But for now, it's time for me to to go, 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 go. Talk to you later. Bye.